Good morning, my dudes. We're out here extra early. It's about 10 a.m. We are basically in Watkins Glen, New York. We are hitting the Ebenezer's Crossing to Sugar Hill Fire Tower Trail today. As you've seen earlier, it is basically the Finger Lakes Trail. I've read a lot of reviews. Again, I do that before I come out on these trails. That's kind of how I decipher what's good and what's bad and what interests me and what doesn't interest me. Read a lot of comical reviews on the trail. So I've decided to come out here and check it out. And I can tell already, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a waterfall or there's a creek close by. I'm not the only one out here today. So there's two other folks, although one lady just got in her car and it looks like she's about ready to head off. So I'm going to sit here, enjoy my coffee for a little bit, and then we're going to hit the trail. This is, an in and out trail. It is about 9 miles, 8.9 miles. So we're just going to say 9 miles. But yeah, this will hopefully be pretty interesting. I don't get up in New York much, so different area for me. How about that? Met right away with a beautiful freaking waterfall. Talk about the awesomest way to actually start a trail. Now the next challenge is going to be finding a way across without falling, hurting ourselves, and getting completely soaked. Well, thankfully that water wasn't too deep. But look at this, right on the other side of the waterfall. As I've stated before, the Finger Lakes Trail is quite an extensive trail. And this is just one of the campsites that it offers along the way. So down in here, obviously, is another waterfall that we're gonna check out. We got a rope there, as you can see right there, to help probably with climbing, I'm sure. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, you really can't beat it. Like I said, the truck's right up there. We come down there. We have this amazing little waterfall, that awesome little campsite. And then there is this beauty. I mean, how awesome is that? So let's, we're a little bit pressed for time today, so we're gonna keep on moving here. Oh, that's pretty awesome to have. Huh. I'm not going to do the whole trail. I just want to go see the fire tower, which I heard is like 5 or 6 miles in. And then we'll come back. I know I've stated before too that I'm really not a in and out or out and back kind of trail person. I mean, yeah, I've done them. Today I'm on one. I don't want to say I'm doing one, but I like the forward motion. the loop, the constant scenery, new scenery. So yeah, and once you know, this starts with an uphill battle. And it's already starting to get humid today. Whew. There's the cemetery up there, guys. We are gonna hit that. As you see the posted signs, the Finger Lakes Trail runs through or by a lot of private property. I, for one, am probably never going to through hike the Finger Lakes Trail. Number one, I'm not really a through hiker. Number two, it kind of takes the fun out of it when you know you're on somebody else's property and it's just like, stay on trail, stay on trail. But let's just go check out this cemetery here. Buck Settlement Cemetery, Troop 101 BSA. Oh, very, very faded pictures. Seen this on the back as I was walking in. Look behind you. Okay. I don't see anything. So we're gonna sign one of these, provided we can find an empty piece of paper here. What's today? The 13th or 14th? I forgot what today is. Today is the 14th. It is Friday, July 14th. It's kind of scary sometimes coming into like an old abandoned cemetery. Be different if it was upkept and nice and, you know, people like are here on a regular basis keeping it up, but it's just something about these old cemeteries. It's sad to see them kind of fall apart and decay as they are, but at the same time, it's obviously an old one. All right, we'll get back on trail here. So apparently both sides is private property. So we are passing through on private property, which means we really need to stay on trail from this point out. North Country Trail, private property. This footpath exists because of the courtesy of private landowners' use of the land, and it is a privilege. Please do not abuse it. All right, well, I did hear that this trail was kind of overgrown, but it doesn't seem to be too bad thus far. Closed for other uses: horseback, bicycle, snowmobile, and off-road ATVs. Just foot traffic. Trailblazings for today. Yesterday turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day. My friend Jim and his wife Liza, and their son Jimmy Jr. And Miss Mindy and I, we all went out to World's End once again. I hit a couple rocks just like I'm going to do today. I got one rock I'm going to hide today. Hopefully somebody here in New York will find it and relocate it. Maybe check me out here on YouTube. But if you guys remember when I did the Loyalsock Canyon Vista Loop at World's End, there was the rock garden up there that I went back to see like in a week or two. But when I did the loop and I seen the bear, there was all those rocks out there too. So I took them out there to see those rocks and whatnot. We didn't do the full loop. None of us were really prepared for a hike. I know I wanted to be considerate of Jim because he just got out of work. So yeah, beautiful day here in New York. I think when I got out of my truck, the temp was pushing 73. I feel it's hotter than that right now. So it's gonna be a good day. Are we crossing into a state forest? Oh, check out that tree. That's pretty cool. Huh. Like I said before, I was going to start looking up just in case there's any cubbies or bears up in the trees. Super quiet out here today, my friends. Always been pretty fascinated with how these mushrooms can actually overtake these trees. There's a roof of something down there. Oh, that's what that is. It's the lean-to shelter for the Finger Lakes Trail. So, still on private property. But let's check this out. This is just for the through hikers or somebody like myself out here wanting to just take a day hike and sit down and have some lunch, sit and relax. Oh, that's cool. They even got some firewood going. Fire pit there, firewood. It's a decent sized shelter. Buck Settlum Lean-To. If you carry it in, you carry it out. Take care of your garbage, my friends. Get you out of the rain. Oh, there's some bug spray. It's a tarp. Yeah. Awesome. I'm not about writing on stuff like this. But I tell you what, you know, it would be a great idea to leave this. On the back, it says every trail leads to somewhere beautiful. Let's leave that. Let's leave that right up here. Right there. Yeah, awesome. Then I'm assuming that right there is probably an outhouse. I don't know who would take care of that, but it's pretty awesome. My first shelter I've come across, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I come across one up in Ithaca a few months ago. I do hear some more water. Oh, it leads down to a creek down there. I don't believe this is part of our trail, but let's just check it out, shall we? Nope, just leads right down here to the creek. Beautiful. Feel a good little place right over there to set up camp. I believe this to be another trail registry. I feel like the temperature just dropped a little bit too, which is okay because it was warm. I think I just heard some voices someplace. All right, so we got to turn down this way. If you look right over yonder, I don't know how well you can see that white mark on the tree. We got to go that the way. Got to go up a little bit, I see. Oh, sliding on the mud. Whew. Gaining elevation. Not quite sure what our total elevation is today. 1,250 feet. Whew. Yeah, just that little bit of a hill got me going. It's starting to get more humid out here too. I got 30 some ounces of water with me. But not even really thirsty, to be honest with you. But I'm sure the more I sweat, the worse it's going to get. The thing about this trail too is when you go up, you gradually go up. You don't climb like long intervals of hill. Looks like we got a tree down. Oh, but it ain't crossing the path. Whew, that's good. I'm like, that would have been a heck of a lot of brush to get through. So we are now entering the Finger Lakes North Country Trail. Of course, we've been on the North Country Trail. I guess it wouldn't matter then. Oh man, it's been pretty peaceful. Not as physical thus far. First tree down in the path. Ain't nothing we can't handle though. And that's where it come down at. Huh. Baby ones, I'm guessing. So I'm not 100%. Would those be nail marks and a bear print? Because I also see a footprint right there of a regular hiking shoe. But, huh. Hopefully not today, bear. So I did do some looking around, and it is 5 miles to the lookout tower or fire tower or whatever you want to call it. Oh, we got a little buddy here. But yeah, we're at just 2 miles. So we got quite a trek ahead of us. Dude, are you eating that thing? Huh. He is. He's eating that thing. Or throwing it up. I think he's eating it. Sorry to disturb you, bro. Finger Lakes Trail. What does this say? Yep, we continue forward. Stay on trail through homestead area. So I'm guessing we're coming upon somebody's property here. So we will stay right on trail. Logging in process. Well, probably not on a Saturday. My. Climbing that little bit took the wind out of me. So I've seen a lot of footprints going to, so I feel like when I get there, I'm not going to be the only one there. Unless they were from days ago and they just sunk, but they seem fairly fresh. But a lot of mud, but that's okay. Adds to the adventure, right? Right. Heard a lot of aircraft flying over today. Earlier you might have heard a helicopter. Good Lord. It is about time for a water break. My mouth is dry. As soon as I find a good spot to kind of sit and chill, I'm gonna have a water break. Check our mileage here real quick. 2.5 miles, well, a little over 2.5, 2.72 miles in. So we've got a little bit till we get to that tower. So one of the cool things about this trail is they did say you'll walk amongst pines. And I will say, there is a ton of pines. So I don't want to lie to you guys. I've always been pretty transparent. You'll hear me say that a lot, but there's a lot of times I'm lazy by nature. I am super lazy. You wouldn't know that though, because I legit am out every week hiking a trail, pushing the limits. Again, I've only been doing this for a year and a half, or no, not a year and a half. See, May was my year, June, July, year and 2 months. Why the hell did I think it was a year and a half? Anyway, I have to push myself to come out here. Even being out on trail sometimes, my head is going, just turn back. Why push yourself? There's no reason to do this. You get no gratitude from this. Aha, but I do. upon completion, where I get gratitude of physically, like when I complete a trail, when I really do push myself, like when I did, I'll refer back to this until I do something longer and harder, the Green Monster Trail back in October, which I am going to push myself again. I really want to do the Old Loggers Path, but again, I don't want to go alone. I could do it almost fall on my face because of a tree root. I'm good at that, by the way. But yeah, I don't want to do it alone for my sanity. Just being out there for 12 plus hours, hiking 28 miles by myself, it would make me go absolutely stir crazy without having like a companion there. So yeah, my ex-wife Sylvia, you've seen her in 1 or 2 videos, but she's been pushing me to get a kayak so we can get out on the river and do some kayaking, which I am going to do before summer's over. I'm going to push myself to take the money and go. But yeah, even today, even now, I fight with myself like, oh, it's too hot, or you didn't eat enough, or you just want more coffee, something. But we're already almost 3 miles in, so there's no need to there's no reason to turn back now. So we're just gonna keep moving forward, not backward, until it's time to go backward. Had to cross a road here. Met a couple ladies before I had to cross a road. Very nice. Asked me if I wanted any water. I've got water with me. Speaking of, I'm gonna stop right here against this tree and take a break. But yeah, they asked me how I liked it, and I said good. And I said I film for YouTube. And she goes, "You take pictures?" I said, "Oh yeah." They asked me where I was headed. I said I'm headed up to the water, or the lookout tower. So, but yeah, we're actually at almost 4 miles. So a couple more to go and we'll hopefully be at that water tower. But I need to get some water, the lookout tower, and get some water, not the water tower. Happy hydration. Thank you guys for hanging out with me if you made it this far. It's been super peaceful today. No complaints, other than the fact that like I said, I've had to fight with myself today. Lack of sleep can do it to you. My extreme lack of coffee can do it to you. But the heat can do it too. Thankfully, I'm in a lot of shaded areas while I'm on trail. So it's been nice. It's been nice, especially to see other life forms. They're probably the footsteps I've seen, unless they walk this way to the water tower and walk back to their vehicle. But you got to park alongside of the road. But yeah, I'm gonna take a couple more swigs. Of course, that's about all that's left. Then we'll start getting. Or beaten feet, as they call it. I will say too, my pack is extremely light. I just got bug spray and permethrin, my first aid kit, and a few snacks in here. And then obviously some fire starting stuff if that ever needs to happen, which I doubt. But again, hey, you never know. So let's go. This has been a very well-blazed trail. It's gone from an open trail to a thin trail. Very nice. I don't know if there's any upkeep to this other than the regular foot traffic that comes through. Ooh, they'll need to replace those soon. Those bowed a lot. They're pretty warped, and I would imagine some termites got into those. How about that? These are a little bit more sturdy than the other ones were. See what I mean? That wood's only good for so long, especially when it gets wet. Seems like the further we go, the more upgraded little bridges we get. This is an amazing section of the trail. Shaded with spots of sunlight. It's wide open. You can see all around you. Kind of feel like I'm at a campground. Has that feel to it. Unsure what kind of mushroom they are, but these are bright yellow. Really, the camera doesn't even do it justice. They're actually all over up through here. All right, we come to an intersection. I feel pretty positive we still have to go that way, but there's a lean-to shelter up this way. But again, that's for the Finger Lakes Trail. Well, no, excuse me. Yeah, that's for the thru hikers, of the Finger Lakes Trail. But we want to continue on this way. No horses, no bicyclists beyond this point. We got to be coming up on the tower here pretty quick. They said it was about a 5-mile jaunt in, and we're almost at 5 miles. So hopefully soon. I gotta say, friends, we are deep. We are deep in the woods now. Very deep in the woods. I'll admit, this is kind of creepy. It gets a little darker as we go back through. But I just want to get to that tower and see that lookout tower. Then we will turn back. My company has a gig tonight, so providing we don't die by falling on a slippery root. Yeah, I have a gig tonight, so I gotta go do that. Double header, same bar both nights, Friday and Saturday. So yeah, that's one reason why we're only going to the tower. And the other reason is I don't really care for, nor do I know what's at the end of the trail. Just these in and out trails I just not big on. So let's find this tower here for the millionth time. Okay, so we weren't supposed to go that way. We were supposed to go this way. What a day, man. I'm gonna admit, my friends, I'm tired, and I'm make sure we're still on the right path here. I'm pretty annoyed. I'm tired, not really overheated like I said, but I mean, it's warm out here, but now we gotta walk this trail. We're really only like 3 miles from the end. Why don't we finish it? Well, that's just 3 miles too much. But I shouldn't have to fight with myself like to come out here and do this. Should have listened to myself when I said the trail wasn't interesting enough for me this morning. I literally said that out loud. Taking a shower, I'm like, this trail really isn't that interesting. Like the beginning part was, the waterfall parts were, the campsite was. We got down to the little vista there where we were up on top where you could see the creek and stuff. That's about it when it comes to interesting. I'm just not interested in this trail. Learning lesson. Don't do a trail that we don't find interesting. We are going to continue walking this way. I have no idea where the tower is, my friends. But we're going to walk till we find it. Looks like a trail goes off that way. And we're actually supposed to take this trail. Oh man. I'm spent, you guys. I am. I'm beat. Must be you can take horses up through here. You see the horse prints. I'm trying to stay out of the deep mud here. Tell me this is a campground. Onondaga, no vehicles, no motorized vehicles. Yep, this is a campsite. Yep, definitely a campsite, or campgrounds anyway. So this is where our trail ends, my friends. The water tower here is actually the end of the trail. I should say the lookout tower, not the water tower. I don't know why I keep calling it that. Wow, this thing is massive. Ooh, climbing tower, do so at your own risk. So this is up the first flight of stairs. I'm not going all the way up because I am afraid of heights. So, yeah. One last look at its massive structure here. If I wasn't such a wimp, I'd go all the way to the top, but that's too much open space for me to be looking down. Apparently, you can bring horses here. Hence the reason there's a horse trail. There's a couple young ladies up there riding their horse. There's a gentleman over here with his horse. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I like that. How about that? But let's go back down the trail so we can get back to the car. I'm beat and I'm ready to go home and take a nice cold shower. So let's walk back through the woods, shall we? So that's it, my dudes. Again, took that wrong trail when I got up here. Didn't sleep the greatest. I was kind of up and down. The heat's bothering me today for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the past 3 days I've been nothing but sweat, and I'm tired of sweating. I kind of want some air conditioning. My mind wasn't right. I was fighting myself to be out here today. I'm glad I did it, however. I think all trails should do a better job at letting people know where the tower is, because I said we weren't going to walk the whole trail. Well, we walked the whole trail from where we started to the campgrounds there. That's the whole trail. Now I've got to walk back the way I came. So unless anything interesting happens, get ready for some B-roll. Well, my battery's gonna die. I just noticed that on my camera. So this is where I bid you adieu. And I haven't even made it to crossing the road yet. So I will say goodbye for now, and we will see you sometime next week. As usual, y'all stay safe, stay healthy, y'all be good to each other. We'll see you out on the trail. Take care, guys.